Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Figo, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Locatelli. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I'm going to go for the little wriggler, that is Raheem Sterling. His small frame and pace gives him a real advantage over bigger, slower defenders. And his turning sharpness is another very tricky part of his game, and he's a handful.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Oh, no joy this time. Forwards and with intent. Chiesa. Figo. Danilo. Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed.
Now the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's a pretty loose pass. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well seen, saw that coming. De Ligt. Moved forward and quickly so. Vinicius Junior. It's Saka. Vinicius Junior. Some terrific running on the ball there. Those efforts are not going unappreciated. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Albert Ferrer. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Danilo. Could move up a gear here. Gets his pass away. Vlahovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? Real chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now the counter. And he's straight offside. And they're quick to get it back. Interesting ball. Sterling. He is through. Sterling! It's a quick ball upfield. Speculative strike. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, you can't blame him for trying, but that looked a little forced.
Danilo. And it's Dybala. Oh, easy pickings there. So what can they make of this? And he's been shifted off it. Figo. Lobotka. And smartly reclaimed.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Figo. Rudiger calmly anticipates. Sends it forward. Now there's a fine ball. And he's had a hit! Oh, that is outstanding! He's got himself an absolute peach. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Deadlock broke. He's having a go. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Brilliantly cut out. Fagioli.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Ball's gone out of play. Lobotka.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Passing nice and neat. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking to break out here. Edmilson. De Ligt. It's Albert Ferrer. That's a throw. De Ligt. Edmilson. And it's Sterling. Out of play for a throw. Cross goes in there. Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And we have our very first corner. Out to the right. Ball swung in. And now a sudden chance to counter.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cut it out. Lobotka. Rabiot. Dybala. Great ball and he's in. He's had a shot. He has done it. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Vinicius Junior! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Lobotka. And that interception was most necessary. And he cuts out the supply. He's got Vinicius Junior!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
And he's lost his man here. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Sterling. And he was quick to react. Chiesa. He's a sharp little ball here. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And the comeback is complete!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Goal! After 70 minutes.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the...
Oh, shooting chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Number 9.
And it's Danilo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Albert Ferrer. Figo. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Gently done. Gabriel Jesus looking to run onto it.
There's a real appetite from...
Oh, that's an own goal!
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Coming on to replace him is...
So one moment's
Number
crazy
27.
confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.